Hello everybody, and today we are doing Act 2 of Dragon Quest. I haven't played for not that long, but in the last video, we pretty much just left the Osman port, and now we are in Liyue to experience the event. So yeah.
Celebrate Dr. Smelly's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that it makes us feel a little nervous.
Same, I agree.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Did you manage to make your way to performance? Is there anything over there? Of course we will. A lot of things happening. Let's see. So Fujitsu had another exciting adventure. There is another chance. I would love to join. Lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble. It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job. It's alright here. I nearly said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body can handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine. Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right. Don't worry, my guardian knight. Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that. Oh, you must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not relaxing this soon. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
So thoughtful. She's gonna backstab us. She's actually a spy sent by the academy. Yeah. Never walked out of this passage before. What? Not like a different universe. Do you wanna navigate to this one over here? I don't think I've ever walked here actually, till I think of it. Yeah. Oh my god. That's like a little side entrance. Okay, so this is the one of the few entrances, but that's like the back door entrance to the nation. You're walking around with the auction terminal. That would be very intriguing.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying. It looks very nice.
You really didn't have to.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance. That's Paimon's specialty. I like to tell you stories next time.
I wish they replaced her with like an actual character, not
all
this
of my friends will be
NPC.
working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
You know,
It'll be pretty hard to relax.
like make her into a 4-star catalyst. She'd probably be 5-star, but
have a great night.
from like how this character is, I doubt they nominate her to NPC.
Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night.
And plus, you would have had more characters, which, you know, maybe for the game, they don't really want to.
Did we oversleep?
Oh, probably.
You should go meet dinner right away.
Alright.
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you to.
Really
Good
now?
morning, Dinner. You must have overseen that at all. I arrived early. Today is finally. You worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest. You know it. It's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue. Well, shall we?
She's like a very fragile
Many
character.
vendors came out of the blue to support the event. They insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's give them some business. They pay for everything out of pocket? Seems like we're not in this just for the Mora. They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look! This is a stall offering foods from the Hasmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed.
I agree.
So, what's the Hasmewa feast you mentioned this time? It's another Sabzer's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Ukichiba mushrooms, yellow lotuses, Samara roses, sunsettias, kapulakas, fruits,
This is
and
the
things
first time they're like actually correcting their own.
festival is a vegetarian holiday?
It's probably because
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy this bread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon. Wait, but if that's the case, if Samara uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon festival be full of foods like roasted fowl, juicy meatball, traveler? We have to go to that one as soon as I hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon. Alright, how about y'all just pick out some of these up?
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dear
Is that
customer,
awesome?
would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure
Oh.
sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl-old wisdom. Why does everything sound so much more credible when Junior God says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Alright, a rock and a seashell. There you go.
Okay, one moment.
Grandma wants to take a look too. Is it? It looks more like a pie that Grandma did.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies It means... wait a moment.
Is she really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore. Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of the journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
This show is still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stop.
Alright. On to the next.
They say the Sub-Zero Festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way. God's eyes are sparkling right now. I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's dance at Sub-Zero would be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candy.
It's the new guy with the new hat! Hey, that's Junior's
Miss Dunyazad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candy. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zero Festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know me.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contribution to the glorious... All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed. Yes, Knight Ferris!
Just what is going on?
Oh, what? It's a cult.
Ferris, the Night of
It's a
Flowers,
cult.
is another Sub-Zero Festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also split up.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyazad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
How far are we to you, Bihar?
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition,
Somewhere.
you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes ready here.
Whichever one.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, taro fruit, sunsetia,
Those all sound pretty good.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh?
Oni
What
Kabuto.
are those two flavors? Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail. Oh my god. You tried this before? Trevor, let's try on this one. Paimon wants the Centennial fruit. It's alright. Paimon believes. I also believe in your intuition.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Number 4. Which, 4 is good.
Excellent work. That is indeed sunsetia.
Paimon that you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. And Paimon was right.
Attention! Here's your sunsetia flavored candy.
Thanks a lot, Night of Candy.
It's night of flowers, not night of candies.
Paimon really bolted the carriage was Night of Flowers. They all basically sound the same, which I had candy
Uh-huh.
before you go.
I'm not so bad.
Actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
No,
Where's that? You probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero Festival. How embarrassing.
don't know, I feel like Sumeru City is just pretty just chaotic.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser? I know, right? Wait a minute. Oh, that most certainly is. Good luck. She's walking right into our...
Oh, damn, I don't look like that kid. Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
Traveler, hurry, pick up your bag. Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
Yeah.
Dia, the flame lady. No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly maid to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us. Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now?
Traveler, take Miss Junior's to a safe location. No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them. You're right. Please be careful, Thea. Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After...
Do you play Dia though? Seconds.
Junior, Doc, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in trouble? Yeah, I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much. You sure you're okay? Yeah, I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out. Ah, don't worry. My lady, Traveler, found ya. Yeah, you took care of them so fast. Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you? Yeah, your arm. Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword. Please, let me take a closer look. Come on, it's nothing. That mercs aren't as fragile as you think. Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
Yeah.
About that. Well, I sold it. I was low on mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then. It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparation? Hey, Miss Junior's I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not going to lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I? Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling the weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your complaint. You're so unreasonable, my lady. Thank you very much, dear. Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily. You're feeling unwell again? My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? Truly,
No problem.
I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
No problem, bro. I'll put you on a bench in the park. Isn't that next to Port here? Best place. Yeah. Ooh, 2 feet.
Are you feeling better, Junior, guys? Give me a few moments, and I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. Terminally.
Elazar.
Oh, I've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy. There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar, and I came to terms with it a long time ago, compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. Its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me, so that I can live for that much longer. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here. And guess what? When my final day does arrive, I will be my son. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world. Right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also won't forget about you. No. Even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is to be honest. It's a really personality and the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
Alright.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Yeah.
Almost time, though. Isn't the dance of Sub-Zero's about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking for. Nina will recreate that legendary scene from a splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zero's festival will conclude, and with that, my wish will also...
What are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage now.
I'm still
We should still make it in...
This is one of the free entrances. This right here.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there. Someone's yelling at you.
I think I just saw the Academia's grand stage. Why is he here in person?
The dance of Sub-Zero's is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zero's festival. If we can't perform it,
The Sub-Zero's festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
how did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zero's festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right.
Oh, yeah. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Gargaha day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akash.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Miru, are you okay? Oh, Junior's up. You all saw that just now?
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? What about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. We just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught.
Milu, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any...
It's okay. Saying you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
You say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Has to be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. So heartless teasers.
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see you.
A lot happened. You and Junior got promised to make the next Sub-Zero festival a success.
Very well.
But yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. Detroit? Possibly. What's happening?
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kind of tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure. Trevor?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Ooh, there's some food over that way. Let's go take a look.
Wait.
This is the stall offering foods from the house neighborhood feast.
You are quite well informed, Nick. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
In the form of the moon. And the moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Right. It means, but if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll
Oh,
let's
it's
see.
nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, so where's the next?
Wait. Uh-huh.
All right, soldiers. Now that you... Yes, nice, Ferris!
What's going on?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers.
Oh, do you want some Yalta candies?
What's the twist? Don't it?
It's not that...
Ooh, how interesting.
And there's also Lizard Tail and...
What? Trevor, help mine on this one. Grandma wants to eat the cookie.
Great. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon said you had incredible luck, and Paimon is great.
What's that, dude?
Huh? Are you saying that you instinctively chose the right box? But now that you mention it, Paimon also had the feeling you chose the right one. Is that kinda like what you felt? Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off us?
Alright. Bro, these rings are like everywhere. Swear to God. Alright. 96, 56, 13, that's alright. So I'm like, nice 30 minutes. 28 minutes to be precise. I'll probably end it because like, it's so late that I can just fall asleep.
A feeling of, oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is next week. Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brain playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry? Oh, that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of being just...
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
How can a charcoal taste? Isn't it that burn thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this. That thing? Are you really gonna eat it?
Yep.
Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
Actually tastes really good.
Then, you mean... That's impossible! We were just talking about how good... So, would this be a case of Facebook deja vu?
Let me try.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we are regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
What are we gonna do? Crush yourself? should just do the original drink.
I ran into some kidnappers just now. Thankfully,
Kidnappers? Oh my god.
I'm okay. His arm got scratched, but it isn't.
That's a big relief. But, being I thought,
Not at all. I've always been like that. Except besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days,
Paimon doesn't quite follow you. And Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
Uh-huh.
it really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Being I thought, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. And is someone in trouble?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Milu's dance of Sixaris is about.
Yeah, but there we are. So why don't we instead try to push it on?
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to When we return, have the scrub...
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
Just so silly.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. But you've been really looking forward to it. It truly is unfortunate. True, but... the next festival. Wait. No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest.
I can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
Or just sleep in water.
So, in the end, you still couldn't fix me. Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking of her. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Alright.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much?
Deja vu.
Not at all. I'm doing well.
Good idea. Let's get going. Traveler?
Yep.
It's all thanks to this Junior Guard sponsorship that the children can enjoy. Oh, are you interested in Yalza candies?
Not much.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a red,
They are.
and there's also lizard tail.
Huh? Love 'em? Ew, juice.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations. No.
You always had incredible luck. Simon's not really interested in loving papers.
Oh, wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision?
What's going on? Where did you get superpowers?
It's Kusanali.
What's going on? Did you see something? I'm putting Junior aside without letting her know. It's kind of rude, you know.
Okay. There. Just keep her on shape.
Time to go.
What are you looking for? Where did it come? Travelers?
Mm-hmm. Over there.
What?
Okay. Very intriguing.
What? What? Isn't that Junior Guard? What's happening here? Why are there two Junior Guards? You already know that this isn't your first Xeris festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
Mm-hmm.
Capsule? Where'd it go? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
That's
Well, it seems... What the? This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero person have been through. And you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dingerzard you were just with is different from the first Dingerzard you met. That first Dingerzard is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nagita.
Oh?
Good, you passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memory, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon anything you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's only you to find out. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dingerzard's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness, if we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. Where as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a veil to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Well, that doesn't sound right. You've already experienced the Sub-Zero spectrum. The moon, illusions, and lies. Why are they... My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? That should be it. In the flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting... Well, that doesn't sound right.
Explain. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. Okay, you're the wrong answer? I thought that made a lot of sense. A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints. The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day. That doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends. Let's think about our current situation.
Alright.
Dad, we need to figure out what's happening. We rejected the idea of a time loop, so my Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but
find something. I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What's this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming? True. It's so weird that people just don't dream. Well, anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Alright.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt Ooh, I knew it.
You're really excited.
Help.
So, you're admitting that...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said. Are you serious?
Tim, I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon. Illusions.
You say it like that. The divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will...
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune telling is just fortune telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Emma remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. Do you think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we happen to see a strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take it to me. At this time of day, he is probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find him.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are...
Time on, traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier?
You want the traveler to take Junior's on somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
You should say something convincing.
Yep.
Dia sold her bracelet to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to a new...
Significant.
Trevor.
Anyone about that, including Miss Junior's ad. You couldn't have known. Just now, you literally took the words.
Alright, so this is the situation.
Kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
school. Uninterested in anything and...
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest up. My lady, are you angry? Alright, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip.
Alright.
Time to go.
Can we just teleport?
Time to go.
Nikita, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Junior's outfit.
The real Junior's odd?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Junior's odd. Hold on. Over there. Is that? Wow. How perceptive. Miss Junior's odd. She's lying down here.
Her condition's really bad. And she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment.
Do you believe us now? The Siberian festival has been repeating itself.
Yep.
So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally defeat the Sub-Zeru's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looks like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical.
So, this Nahida you mentioned,
She said, and I'm unquote, the Akasha relies on the power of a...
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that...
She means that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. But...
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of the gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God. That doesn't sound right. People in Sumeru don't drink. That doesn't sound right. My mind is exhausted.
The Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Now that I think upon the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And an analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it. In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words. When this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beat that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha.
Sound of a beat. Could it be a prop tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Trevor, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beat, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
How? Alright.
Paimon remembers everything. Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. What's that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far? It's extremely difficult for lab rats in the experiments to understand why they're being treated with. We're lab rats, and what are you? Rita, you've never... I'm Janice. You? Wasn't that the result of our divination? Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and missing clues. Okay then. Tia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correct,
Yep. Bro, I'm gonna fall asleep. Like, I wanna get out of the little circle thing.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
huh?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. How did you know about my great sword? I haven't told anyone about it.
But Tia's lost her memory back to us.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new great sword. If I had to say something. Talia has such a new weapon. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right.
Yeah.
Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Call Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, I'm feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right. Earlier in the concern, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking about.
So you want us to pick fingers out somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around?
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget it. Go and do your thing. Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the samsara has been broken? Have we saved Junior back? Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight. Hey, what kind of an answer? Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you've experienced how many todays has it been. Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless, luxurious festival. Okay, no more. Spring already shut down.
Sure.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about the kids and good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety itching away. Huh? Hold on, what is it? Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a good poop. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange? It's so strange and so against common sense that I was gonna last for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago. Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Subzero Festival every day.
Uh-huh.
You're still in the same day. Hey, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us? Was there a finger point? You would have spent the night with no worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often. We thought it might help you clear your mind. Why was that the you did that? Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all. Of course. In the time we've been together, you trust in everything to me. I'm not flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast. What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it? Did I talking about confusing stuff again?
Nope.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, traveler, did the new post yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation? Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Because I found something different.
Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset. So, what's your new hypothesis?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. And we still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha tag. And that doesn't sound right. Mercenaries rely. If all our memories of a day are erased at the end,
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero Festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's because muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Tia has been getting better at using her Greek sword. A brilliant deduction. Rita, tell us if we're right or wrong.
Yes, we're
Put
right.
it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focus too much on your perception that it glows. That isn't simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss Thea again? You might learn something new. Hey, she did help us find a lead clue after all. Let's go!
Sure, take it out. Alright.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Tia,
It hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate.
well, you're still getting used to your...
Truth be told, I also...
Trevor, can you explain the situation to her today? Raimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory is being erased every day.
And I have to disagree. Captain,
Oh? Why do you think that?
if we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero Festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have missed.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play a come with me. Miss Junior's arm? Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
How is it? That's a little bit different area.
I can't believe it's Tia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones picking her to see Junior guy.
This is it.
Huh? This is the wooden painting.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days worth of practice. Let's say the sadist didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if it did?
And the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is that really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks. Whew! Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Goonies out to Neely's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we reached some of it. Yep, that's true. Still strange. Paimon feels like everything's been leaving the city. You're right. It's really strictly like I can't believe it. Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other team? How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Alright.
You're back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're most assured now that we're not in a time loop. And we also leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before. We did? But we don't remember anything. Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time I didn't think too much about it. But it's true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigation. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember everything. That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories. Yep, something here definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
It's not just beef.
You're back! About that. Traveler, aside from your memories that we just restored, I have another message book. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zerius Festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Okay. So Leo's is not an option. I already figured that out.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now? Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow. I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't, that's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time. But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced the lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unprepared. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we be...
Here we go again. Don't ask. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Looks like he really doesn't know. We can't get anything out of him. Let's take matters into our own hands. This is a good spot. I'm gonna... Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? Little things get really weird out there, and you get into... Someone knows that... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please.
Okay.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective? Let's see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! What's your perspective, traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is put this way. We'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? Like, look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of fingers. Yep, now it's happening. I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't it just gonna come? I need some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. Let's just tweak it so that it can connect to any node. Can it something like this? Yeah. Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try. At least let's go then. Let's just go. All right. Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay. Now that you understand what's going on, let's to get together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you stepped foot outside of the wall. But everything looks completely normal and Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all have very weird content. Here's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon didn't hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message? The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said, even the final space is also Traveler. What do you think that final space could have been?
all the bizarre spaces Well, that doesn't sound right. My impression.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beat, the final space, the Sabzeruz festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind us. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow? Well, here's what it is. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seas. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they told to in the end is a small and simple secret. Wow, the Archon War, huh? What? Hey, where are you going?
Time to go.
Yours took a long time to think? Alright then, bring 'em.
The dance of Sabzeruz is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is too awesome! What is it? I don't want to know! Oh, what? too. Are you ready to take your serious exam? Okay.
You've already experienced the that doesn't sound right. People in Sumeru. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power. That doesn't sound right. All the bizarre. That doesn't sound right. The moon. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound. That doesn't. The moon. The moon.
You're back. I've been waiting. Are you ready to take your serious? Okay.
People in Sumeru. We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, and those spaces with no human presence are soft. The people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies.
That doesn't sound right.
It is the next. Oh, okay. So it's like, is hearing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't the dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination? People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of seeing. So in other words, a complete opposite of how Alicia understood it. Some of the members were saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh? Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the
My mind. That doesn't sound. Those dream states have to vanish.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each their disembodied consciousness known as another wiser as another day passes. People wake up to yet another dream about the Saberi festival. The dream, so this is like a dream factory. Very good, Paimon. Isn't okay. So that beat we keep hearing is actually from our real life. Alright, last question.
They say that I'll catch.
So you know this. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. Interesting one was Soji. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this. Yes, we'll still wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about it.
I don't really have
Shooting
any
the people of
questions.
Samara with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sabzer's Festival Samsara, we have to look into them. How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their archives? In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is Songkhan. A sun and a moon? We're out of time today. I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Alright. Can end this video soon? Okay, finish active. Maybe this is just old active.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait, now that Paimon remembers everything. Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunarizad already disappear? The real Dunarizad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer enjoy the constant dream harvesting. Paimon can't believe it. Wait, there's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunarizad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream, so another Dunarizad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunarizad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real puppets are still, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, we know, speaking of this, the old Dunarizad might not have been too different from a puppet. Dunarizad truly believed that she met here within her consciousness, and it was you who yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her hours off. I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way, so that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... I've done it. I'm still a long way off from being a real. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzer's Festival with so many... Please don't beat yourself up over...
Well,
I'm not beating myself up. Don't be like that, Nikita. Even real Archons to prevent more tragedies like this. We might... But... Although the Sabzer's Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, that means this dream belongs to a whole path? So, how should we well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep which means, with the power of imagination. Imagination means breaking through what you, like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and more. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken. How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them after all, like you said? Don't wake to sleepwalking. It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me, during this time, out of town? Are you going to that place? Yes. I want to try something. I must like this. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of fun. I feel such a good person, with such a simple way. Yeah. Saving Dunarizad is what kept us with... We must put on wondering.
I don't know.
So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask him to...
Eris. That's an interesting host.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. It's just, a little hard to explain.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new sub...
What wish is? What wish is?
Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but
Oh,
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit... She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her.
so you have a crush.
Oh, is that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want... What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but... that was... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh,
What?
Rocky! Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as...
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Just expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them have any idea that she's my lady. That sounds like Tia. Oh, right. This one Dunyarzad. Huh? But Tia's the name of him. Hey, Traveler!
What if her name is like,
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni to me, not you. You... Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. I'm so worked up anyway. It's not like I don't trust your fighting style. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
Amateur mistake.
Tidal wave.
Traveler, did you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nikita both. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Observers Festival, before the she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. Yeah. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay. Paimon's gonna take a peek in. residence, so there was plenty. Should we open it? Wow. Junior's wrote even though she was so busy preparing for the Sabzerus festival. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sabzerus if we hadn't found this book. We never would have, but now that we know, we can't even think of it.
Time to go.
Junior's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Junior's feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about new dance of the bears.
There will always be frustrations you want.
That was what the real Junior's said, wasn't it? Stephanie!
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Alright. Oh. Well, I can't imagine I fall asleep.
If you continue to resist, we will the grand stage. Traveler?
Traveler.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? You could have left it by the academia. That's another day gone to waste. Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared sick? Oh, of course. If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put... So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the grand sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. Yes, the greater Lord Rockforty.
Beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real petty stars? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. 10 years old. Did you find it? But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on? You guys are acting weird.
Hey! What disappeared? So you the host. What is the point? Everybody sorry don't exist in the real world anymore. But it's just like the example Nikita told us. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it. But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make you?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Sorry, right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanagi responding to our celebration?
Well, yes, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, we went on a journey to...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Listeners, I told us a story like...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendron, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried. The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love. And the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia.
What a happy ending. So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were too high.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Series Festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Series as beautiful as we can.
Oh my god.
The wait is over, everyone. We dedicate this to our God, the dance of Sub-Series.
Oh my god.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Amos dance.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Good morning, traveler. There's a Sabero festival. Let me finally get dates for the Sabero. Come quick! Take off your coffee terminal.
Alright.
She's not in her room. What happened, huh?
Oh, I might forgot. Alright, I think we're gonna end the video now. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll continue. And if it's a short one, I might do the event too.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
I didn't really talk that much this video. It's pretty late at night.
It is the last link
And I'm
I have
very
with my
tired.
life.
So yeah. Good night. Have a great day. And yeah, I guess I'll see. End of today's video. Goodbye.